Today's Christmas spot, we'll be having a look at the memory lane. Santa Claus is coming to town. We'll be looking at Kris Kringle with toy bag, doll, toy boat, list, and removable hat. Another fantastic figure set released from Memory Lane and Playing Mantis. Santa Claus coming to town, of course, is the special where we find out the origin of Santa Claus and all the different things that perhaps you did not know about Santa Claus. Package is very neat. It's raised, as you can see. It's got a nice red background, which I like. There's a picture of Kris Kringle down below. He's not quite Santa yet. Kris Kringle. On the back, other figures available in this set. We've got the musical North Pole mail truck with SD Kluger. We've got Winter Warlock and the much friendlier Winter. These guys are actually the same. We got Tanta Kringle. We got Kris Kringle. We got Topper. We got Miss Jessica. We got Grimsley. And we got the Burgermeister Burger. Also, if you have not followed this special and you have no idea what I'm talking about or what I will be talking about, you can also check out the original TV classic, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, on DVD. Told and sung by Fred Astaire, which is actually what this character is based on. It's a caricature of Fred Astaire. So there you go, guys. You can also visit www.santaclausiscomingtotown.tv or www.playingmantis.com. But that's packaging aside. What we're going to do is we're going to get this opened up and we will have ourselves a look at Kris Kringle before he becomes Santa Claus. Stay tuned, guys. There is so much on the way. Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking across the floor. Hey guys, welcome back. We've got Kris Kringle out of his package. Now we can get a better look at the Kris Kringle figure. Before we actually look at Kris Kringle, I'll put him down. We'll look at the other accessories that he comes with, because there is a lot of accessories. I would say let's start the review probably with the more disappointing aspect of the Kris Kringle figure is actually the list that he comes with. It comes in a little baggie. I would probably say once you see this, you'll realize that having the bag is crucial. You might want to keep it back in the bag. The reason for it, normally when you get lists or when you get newspapers or anything like that with an action figure, they tend to be plastic. It's smart. It certainly will keep this pristine and you won't lose it and it won't tear. Unfortunately, the list that comes with Kris Kringle is actually paper. It looks like something you would get from a cash register. It's, like I said, it's just normal paper, so it's easy to rip. And on the list, one thing that's lucky, one thing that I like is the fact that my name wasn't on the list. Apparently there's not many kids in the world. It's a very short list. But just for the sake of the review, I'll show you guys all the kids on the list. If you have made the list, good for you. If you have any X's, I guess that's you're a bad kid. Fanny, I don't know. Freddie, Ivan, Laura, there we go. Look at that whole Patrick, hey. Robert, hey, how's it going? Sean, oh, I don't know, buddy. Terry, Tom. Xavier, look at Xavier, he's not doing too good. It's not really a legend. I assume, I guess Naughty is X. Xavier, Charles, buddy, look, you're dropping the ball. But I don't like that it's paper, because to me paper seems like, now that I've got this out of package, this will get dirty, this will get ripped, this will get folded, this will get creased, and this probably will just ultimately get thrown out. I kind of wish it was more like an unraveled, slightly unraveled, maybe it was like that, and it was plastic, so he could actually hold it, and it would be something that you could keep for the test of time. On its own, though, it ain't gonna last. So that's disappointing. He also does come with a bag. Now, depending on when you're watching this video, if you watched my video of the Santa Claus from the Rudolph and the Island of Misfit Toys, actually from the same manufacturer, Playing Mantis, Kris Kringle here actually comes with the exact same bag. The exact same bag as Santa Claus. In fact, I can do one better. Here's the bag that came with Santa Claus. As you can see, it's the exact same bag. Probably folded, you know, tied up a little bit differently, but it's the exact same fabric, same bag, same squishy inside. Apparently a lot of kids are getting sandwich wrap this year for Christmas. So put that aside. Santa Claus also comes with a doll. Bows. We got some yellow bows on there. Copyright 2004. He also comes with a boat. It's not bad. Looks like a little boat. And of course he's got his hat. We'll get into that in a second. Let's now have a look at Kris Kringle. It's an alright figure, but I would say I don't think they did as good of a job on the Kris Kringle that they did with some of the Rudolph figures. The Rudolph figures were spot on, where they were like perfect. The Kris Kringle, and I actually kept the cardboard bottom of the package just because I wanted to show you a difference between the two. The Kris Kringle is good from about this point, but I think his chin is awfully fat. You know, even in the picture, as you can see, it's a little more narrow when it gets down to the chin. It actually turns more into a triangle, whereas this Kris Kringle is just a big round head. I just wanted to show you guys that. Production-wise, it would sort of cost a lot more too, but these figures would have been neat with the actual hair, with the actual real hair instead of just plastic. It loses a little something when you start getting into plastic when you're comparing it to something that actually had like a faux hair. But I figured I'd show you that just because it's a good figure, but it's not as good as I think it could have been. But I think they still did a pretty good job. He has his hat, which we can put on. You don't have to put it on as much of an angle as, there we go. He's got his hat. I don't think there was any other wave or any other series to this line. So this is the only Kris Kringle that we got. No Santa Claus or anything like that, but it's not a big deal because half the time, for most of the special, you don't see him with the beard until like later in. His articulation is that he has a swivel in his head. He has a swivel in the shoulders, but the shoulders also bend out as well. He's got the swivel in the elbow. You can rotate the hand. You can rotate at the waist. It looks like there is an articulation. Maybe not. It looks like it, but maybe not. But the legs also rotate, and you can also rotate the boots. I'd say really only pick up the figure if you really, really like the special. I like the special. I would say, though, the figure doesn't deliver as well that I would say like the Rudolph figures did. The Rudolph figures are fantastic. This figure is alright. The real disappointment lies, though, in the fact that you get a paper list. That worries me, because this will get lost or destroyed, which is a real shame. But today's Christmas spot, we were having a look at the Playing Mantis Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Kris Kringle. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more Christmas spots to come. Creepy eyes. He's got big creepy eyes. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next time.